Chris asked for simple things like a costume, or like that's $10, or like some shoes that's not even designer shoes. He asked for some Naruto shoes or some tape or this or that. Chris said, this talking about my son is expensive. Worry about what should be expensive is that ring that you should get clean. That's it. I'm just being real. You worried about
what is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video today. Today, man, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, what we're gonna be reacting to. Y'all already know I've been reacting to Clarence's videos dropping on Chris. Now, I want to see Chris's side, man. We got to see both sides of this, all right? Clarence said I'm a deadbeat to my son. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their aunt, your mama, tell their Uncle Joe he's still a motherfucking hoe. Let's get right into the video. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy Chris, and we are back on YouTube, man. If you're new to this video, please subscribe. Don't watch the video until you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you can know every time I post. I'm going to post every day. We're going to be messy. We're going to have fun on this YouTube channel. I'm turning over a new leaf. I am in a great place in my life. I'm good mentally, and you know, I'm back and I'm better. But we have to address this one situation, okay? So, of Clarence calling me a deadbeat.
Yeah, what happened?
He said I only give my kids V-Bucks. So, but I have to stop right there because I have to come tell my side of the story. You know, I gotta come say my side.
All right, let's see.
What I'm saying?
For sure.
So I'm gonna give y'all the rundown real quick of why me and Clarence is going back and forth.
All right.
So I made a TikTok video basically saying I'm gonna actually show y'all the TikTok video real quick. Actually, let me just go ahead and show y'all the TikTok video so y'all can know. You know, so y'all.
All right, come on, bro. Let's see it. Bro, we can't even really hear that shit. You gotta turn your volume up, my nigga. Like,
on Twitter.
What? My shit all the way up.
Nigga, huh?
Hold on.
Oh my. The audacity. Oh my soul. Let's talk about it. Somebody just
Look at Goofy.
On Twitter. I said, nigga, huh? Nigga, what? That hoe can't be in her right mind. That hoe had to be in her left mind.
Her left mind.
I'm about to defend somebody who ain't defend me for over 6 years. I've been bullied on this motherfucking app. Over 6 years I was bullied in this bitch. Hey, you think I'm about to, she ain't defend me?
I am happy that he not getting bullied no more, and I am happy that like he's getting supporters and all of that, man. I am happy about that, bro. You should never pray on nobody downfall, for real.
6 years I was bullied in this bitch. Hey, you think I'm about, she ain't defend me? I ain't never seen, hey, she wanted to see me hurt. She wanted that.
I mean, of course, a woman who has been hurt wants to see you hurt, for sure. Like, yeah, it might be fucked up, it might be savage, but that's how a woman's gonna feel, right? It just is what it is. If she has been hurt, she wants to see you hurt, you know, if not the same, worse than her. It just is what it is, you know?
And you know me, I'm such a lovable person. I'm the type
This nigga said a
of nigga
lovable
that,
person.
okay, we went through our shit, but I still want to see you succeed in life, and I still want you to find love.
That's facts.
I still want you to go be great.
That's facts.
I'm that type of nigga on my kids. But she didn't defend me though. I wish I would defend Shorty.
I mean, honestly, that's not his job to defend nobody. You know, it's not. That's his ex. You know, his ex-wife. Yeah, the mother of his kids and shit like that. But at the same time, he doesn't have to say anything about Queen. You know, in defense.
I'm like, nigga, what? So, anyways, boom. That's pretty much what it was. Where they wanted me to defend her, and it was just a joke. I'm just playing. So Clarence, the bitter baby mama Clarence is, the passenger princess that Clarence is, had to go defend his girl. And granted, I'm not mad that he's defending her. I'm not mad at all, actually. But I kind of do have a problem, but I don't. I can't have a problem. That's his girlfriend.
Yeah, you can't have a problem with that, man. Because he going to stand on business behind his chick, as he should. He going to step behind her, you know? He going to step behind her. You can't tell that man that he can't defend his woman. You know? Like, different strokes for different folks. Some niggas might let it slide. Or some niggas might not take you serious and might not pay no mind or whatever the case is. Some niggas gonna step behind theirs, you know, or some niggas is gonna bother them to the point to where they're gonna have to say something, you know. We don't know what goes on in the household. We don't know if it's affecting Queen. We don't know anything, right? So you can't really say nothing about him stepping in and saying something, you know. It is what it is.
Supposed to defend her by any means. You feel what I'm saying? But so we can troll all day, like that's cool, my nigga. Like we can troll, my nigga. Like if you want to troll, we can troll. I don't care. Like if you want to play games, I can play games. But you're not gonna beat me when it comes to trolling. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not gonna beat me when it comes to trolling. But he just took it a little too far, and he put a video. I guess he was on Twitch, and he said, "Chris, you're a deadbeat."
And so many, yeah, he did say that.
Basically being a dad is more than just buying V-Bucks. Now I have to stop him because he basically saying that being being a dad is, you know, it's more than just buying V-Bucks. I get it, Clarence. I get it. Nigga, I was broke. Niggas didn't know I was broke. I was broke. I literally was like, I didn't know what to do. Like I wasn't broke, but I didn't have money to just be doing this, doing that.
That's what I'm saying. If you got all these kids, my nigga, you got to make something shake, fam. If you got to go get a 9 to 5, if you got to go whatever you got to do, fam, you got to make shit shake, fam. You a grown man. Like, of course, everybody falls on hard times, right? But at the same time, it's just like you got to go get it, man. You still adding to your soccer team or your NFL team. You got 4 kids, fam. Like, there's no excuse. You gotta do something. You gotta make some shit shake, fam. Right? You just have to. If not for you, for your kids, fam. Right? Maybe he wasn't in the best mental state, and I can empathize with that. But at the same time, the world doesn't empathize with whatever the fuck you got going on, point blank period. Either you gonna feed your kids, either you gonna do what you gotta do and handle and take care of your responsibilities, or you're not. That's all that people care about is the results. It's a cold world out here, and you know that. Right? It's a cold world, and you know that. So even though this might be a valid reason, he's being open and honest. He's being transparent, and shout out to him for that. I gotta give Chris his flowers on that, right? Because he's being honest, he's being transparent. He's saying shit. You know, I was in a bad situation. I couldn't provide for my kids. He could probably barely provide for himself. So in that case, okay, we get it. You couldn't afford nothing but V-Bucks. Okay, right? And a kid is gonna love you just because, you know, you're the dad, and it's not all about finances. It's about, you know, spending time with that kid and all of this shit, right? But at the end of the day, Chris, you're a grown-ass man, fam. You gotta do what you gotta do. If the social media shit ain't working, nigga, find another lane. You know, go. There's a million ways to get it. Choose one. That's what Jay said, right? Bring it back. Double your money and get a stack. On to the next one, right? So sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? If not just for you, for your kids. That's all I'm saying.
Buying this, buying that.
Let me know what y'all think.
No, Chris is a very simple child. He talking about my son is expensive. My son is not expensive. The only expensive thing that he probably ever purchased was the PC. And I know the video y'all seen, the Clarence giving him PC. I don't even think he bought it. I think Queen bought it, and then he wanted to make it seem like he was just this oh so good stepdaddy.
But this the thing though, you making assumptions though, bro. You know, what if that man really bought it with his own money? You know, like, and like I said, I really don't know. Maybe it was Queen's money. I don't know, but for him to just throw that out there and say that, like Clarence doesn't have his own money. Come on, bro. Come on. 7 years later now, Clarence has built himself up to make money in different avenues in different ways too. You know, that's all I'm saying. Right? I'm not taking sides here. I'm trying to see everything objectively. But let me know what y'all think.
Stepdaddy of the year, so he went and gave Chris the. I know how social media.
Because you're sounding bitter too, fam. You're calling him the bitter passenger princess, but you sound bitter. You've been sounding bitter, bro. Where's the proof that he bought the PC for CJ with Queen's money? So for you to just toss that out there like that, come on, that's unfair. You have to know that. That's unfair, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
Media works. I don't even think bro really bought that. I don't think he bought out his money. And if he did, I give him his accolades for being there. I'm not, you feel me? Like, I'm in that aspect, like, I respect him for, you feel me? Like, doing shit with them. I do. But we not about to hit below the belt when we're trolling each other on.
I do agree with that, though. I will say this. That it got real serious. It went from joking to real serious. And we have noticed this several times when it comes to Clarence and Chris beef. Clarence will hit below the belt. Clarence will take it further than you thought he was going to take it. You know, but at the end of the day, too, some people going to come crazy behind the people that they love and they really fuck with. And you really can't say much. I mean, you can say something, but at the end of the day, if that person feels like he's got to kill and destroy, no Call of Duty, when it comes to his family, then that's what niggas is gonna do. Some niggas you can't really play like that, because then he'll hit you below the belt and you know, expose some shit that you ain't want his ass to expose. You should have just shut the fuck up. You know, like certain niggas is just gonna take it further than you thought that they was gonna take it, right? So yeah, you're trolling, you're being funny. He trolled a little bit too, but he also added some shit that was like, oh shit. I was like, damn. Some of the stuff he was saying, I was like, sheesh, okay. If it's really like that, then that's tough. That's really tough, you know? So, yeah. Certain things that Clarence was saying, you know, as far as, you know, his past with Queen and all of this stuff, you know, he could have kept to himself. But like I said, some niggas, even when it comes to joking around and trolling and all of that stuff, some niggas is not really gonna play fair. They're not. It's like a fight, right? If you get into a street fight with somebody and they pick up a fucking wooden plank and hit you over the head with it, you can't say time out. You're not playing fair. People don't play fair when they beef, you know? So even though you might think that it's all jokes and fun and all of this stuff, bruh, if you can't handle what might come your way, you might not want to involve Queen or Clarence or any of that shit in your jokes and in your trolling. You can say what you want to say, but you can't get mad when somebody has something to say, right? That's all I'm saying. Wow,
we not gonna keep hitting a little bit like you did. Now, if I'm able to get my son for a year, 2 years, I will get my son gladly. That's not being a deadbeat. Queen, no, I will. If Queen told me to come get my son right now, I'm taking my son right now. Gladly. If Queen said, here, I need you to take care of Chris, I can't do it no more, or if anything was happening, I'm going to take my son. It's just court ordered to where she keep him during school years and I get him during the summertime. I can't do nothing about that. That was just through the court, because to be honest, quite frankly with y'all, I had my son when me and Queen broke up. I had my son. I was taking care of him while she was doing what she was doing with Clarissa. I was taking care of my son. And then it got to a point where he got older and it was time for school. So we had to basically decide rather on if he should go to school with me or she should go to school, or if he should go to school with her. And I wanted him during school and she wanted him during school. So she just said, okay, we just gonna go to court about it. Mm-hmm. Which I never wanted to go to court about our child, but we just had to do that. You feel what I'm saying? We had to get the court. She had to get the courts involved, obviously. So boom, she got courts involved, and I said, you know what? The better me, the version of me that's becoming more mature, said, you know what, it would be better if Chris goes to school with you. I get it. You do better than me when it comes to school. You are. So go ahead, keep him during school. So I had to think about it. I had to really tell myself that. I had to let my pride go and really tell myself, like, yeah, it will be better for my son to go to school in Atlanta with you. It is. So boom. So, but if I can get my son, a deadbeat is somebody who just don't talk to their son, who don't want to be in their son's life. That is a deadbeat. I am not a deadbeat. I'm sorry. I'm not a deadbeat. Now I can do better. But when he had to throw a low ball and talking about it takes more than V-Bucks, nigga, that's really all I can afford. Niggas don't know. I be at my last money still giving my...
And that's what it is. That's what it is, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. But at the end of the day, too, you got to do what it takes as a man. As a man, you got to do what it takes, fam. You know? You got to do what it takes. You got kids to worry about. You got kids. Kids are expensive. CJ expensive. I was expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like... We expensive as fuck. We were all kids at one point and we were all fucking expensive. You feel me? So, I mean, like I said, have as many kids as you want. This is just my opinion. Have a football team. As long as you got enough money for the whole football team, and as long as you have enough time for the football team, it should be fine. But every kid does deserve to be supported financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, right? To be nurtured like a seed, watered like a seed, and grow up to be great. Greater than me. I want my kid to be greater than me. Right? Sometimes we gotta sacrifice, Chris. Sometimes you gotta put your pride and ego to the side. Maybe if whatever you were doing wasn't working out, you gotta go do something else, fam. But you gotta bring in some income. You got too many kids to be, you know what I'm saying? Like you got kids, fam. It ain't just you out here. If it was just you, go ahead and thug it out. Whatever you want to do, live on the streets for crap. You know, doesn't matter. But when you have kids, fam, you got a responsibility, man. You know, you got a responsibility, and that other man is taking care of your kid, fam. You know, it just is what it is. So that's all I'm saying.
Son, here you go, baby.
I do hope one day that they can come to some type of understanding. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I do feel like there's growth that needs to be had here in this situation.
I be down to like I used to really think like, how the fuck I'm gonna pay rent this month? You know what? Back then I used to like, how I'm gonna pay rent? Niggas thought I had it together, but I didn't. I remember it was a time where I told Queen, can you get Chris flight here? And I appreciate her even though I had to pay her back. I appreciate her for doing that because she didn't have to do that. I remember I told Queen, like, Queen, cause something wrong with my what's her name? Could you get Chris flight
Look, I got the checkings and savings in my checking.
here? You know, blah blah blah. And Queen come through. She always come through. I appreciate her for that. You get what I'm saying? But the whole, I'm just not gonna discuss my financial. Like, this nigga think being a deadbeat is not spending money. Like, you can be an awesome father and be broke as shit, or awesome mom and be broke and not give your kids anything for Christmas or this or that, but still love them and still teach them and still be there and comfort them. So when my son is with me, it was times when I was broke when my son came to me. They didn't know that. They didn't know that. I didn't really have a lot of money. But Chris, I still made ends meet. I still made sure he get what.
And kids really don't know. They really don't know. They really don't know. I remember I didn't grow up in no nice place. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a, I don't want to say the hood, but it was damn near the hood, right? And I didn't know no better, right? I was just happy. I had my parents, you know, whatever the case is. I got to go play outside. Like, kids don't care about that shit at all, right? At the same time, though, as a man, you got to do what it takes. You got to do what it takes. You really got to do what it takes. It's cool that Queen held you down. She's solid as fuck for that, right? But at the end of the day, too, at some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror as a man and say, look, I got to do better, whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know, I was doing this or doing that, but now I got to go do this and do that. Those are decisions that you have to make as an adult. Those are adult situations that you are put in sometimes that you have to navigate through, fam. You're not the only one that goes through struggles. Everybody goes through struggles, whether it be financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is. We all go through struggles, but we must find a way to navigate, strategize, you know, so we can get in a better situation, point blank period, fam. And we can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I do agree. You can have the worst parents who have the most money and give you everything you want, but all you wanted was their love, right? All you wanted was for them to show up at your football game, but they were too busy with work and all of that, whatever the case was, right? Then you might have a kid who they're eating ramen noodles every night, you know what I'm saying? But their parents are there for them emotionally, spiritually, all of this shit too, right? And then you have where the family has money and the family is supportive mentally, physically, all of that stuff, right? That's what you want to be, right? But yeah, man, I could just say, Chris, you just gotta sometimes, like you said, you gotta put your pride and ego to the side. Sometimes you gotta do something that you don't want to do. I'm not talking about selling dick, OnlyFans, none of that shit that you've been doing. I'm talking about whatever the fuck it is, bro. Find a hobby or that can make you money or whatever the case is. Find something, bro. But to have 4 kids and then cry about going through financial struggles, bro, you need to slow down on that OnlyFans shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Before you add to the quattro. Right? You need more dinero for the quattro before you get to cinco. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying.
What do you want? When we go to the store, I'm like, damn, I know my baby go ask for something. So I try to scrape up some money, woo woo. So when Chris asks for something, he asks for some shoes, here you go, baby, I got you. Here you go, baby, I got you. I'm going to be real. I'm being real. So when he say that, it's just throwing low ball. You feel what I'm saying? But it's cool. I know this social media shit, you can say what you want. You feel free to say what the fuck you want, Clarence. But at the end of the day, he didn't know those things. I was struggling. So if I can get, so let's just say if I can get him V-Bucks and you get him a PC, that don't mean I'm the unfit parent.
No, that's a fact.
Got home V-Bucks. That's all I had.
Agreed.
That's still worth something to me. That's still worth something to him.
Agreed.
He's not my child is not.
And CJ gonna love you regardless of what you spend on him, man. You know what I'm saying? CJ gonna love you regardless. As long as you're there for him, as long as you care for him, he's gonna love you regardless. But it still don't change the fact that you gotta get your shit together, man. You know? That's all it is.
Give me the most expensive things. That's the person I'm gonna like more. I want my son to like Clarence, love Clarence, and I want my son to love me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Love is love. It shouldn't be who's higher. So I want him to love us equally. I want my son to love us equally, especially if he's in his life and he's actually been a good role model outside of the camera. I don't know what he's doing outside of the camera. Y'all only see what they allow y'all to see. I don't know how he is to my son outside of the camera. But from what I do see, I know that you feel me. It's always good things, positive things. I seen the video taking him to basketball. That makes me happy. That makes me happy, niggas. I'm not bitter when it comes to that. I just have a problem when he try to shoot below the belt. Like, oh, it takes more than just V-Bucks. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck I got going over here, my nigga.
But now that you cleared it up, to me it just sounded like a misunderstanding, right? Clarence thought that you had the bread because you made it look like you had the bread. You didn't have the bread. He thought you had the bread. You ain't had the bread, right? So now that you have come out and said what you had to say, in all actuality, you didn't have to say anything, but I get it. You got to defend yourself. I get that. So now that that little piece of information has been made public and has been made known, it makes sense. It makes sense. And no, you're not a deadbeat just because you can only afford what you can afford. You know? That doesn't make you a deadbeat and doesn't make you a bad father. You're just, that's all you got. Right? So I get both sides. Clarence thought that he wasn't doing shit because he didn't know that Chris was struggling financially. So he thought, oh, this nigga got all this bread. He over here recording OnlyFans, you know, content, and he getting all of this money. But why is he only, you know, buying CJ V-Bucks? So that's probably the perspective that Clarence was coming from, right? Chris coming from the standpoint of, nigga, I ain't had shit. Right? I was sacrificing for the V-Bucks just to get the V-Bucks. So I see both sides. You know, I really see both sides. And once again, who I really feel for is the kid, CJ. CJ getting older, man. You know, does CJ want to see his stepdad and his dad go back and forth online? No, he doesn't want to see that. So I hope both of these guys can really get it together and at least keep their drama offline, you know, for the kids' sake.
There's been times I couldn't eat. And I go, well, my son, it be times I don't even eat, I get my son shit. Niggas don't know that. Niggas ain't know that.
But, bro, that's by choice, fam. That's by choice. If you're broke in America, that's by choice. It means you're lazy. Or you're in your ego so much to the point to where you can't go get a 9-to-5 or you can't do what you need to do to make sure that you can eat and your kids can eat too, fam. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it a stack. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below, man. If times were hard for you, Chris, you should have went and got you a job, fam. Or something. Trade some crypto. We up. We up over here. You know what I'm saying? You should have got you some Bitcoin, some goddamn Dogecoin. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. You're a grown man in America. America. You're not in Hong Kong. You're not in India. You're not in Taiwan, my nigga. You're not in Africa. You in a land of opportunity. You in a land of opportunity, fam. It's out there. Money is out there. You just gotta go get it, fam. You gotta go get it. You gotta go get it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm being real.
Tell me if I'm lying in the comments. Tell me if I'm lying. Please tell me if I'm lying.
But now daddy got money, so now when even when my son do ask for shit, I still get it for him. Like if he asks me for, Chris don't ask for expensive things. Chris asks for simple things like a costume or like that's $10 or like some shoes that's not even designer shoes. He asks for some Naruto shoes or some tape or this or that. Chris is this nigga talking about my son is expensive. Worry about, nigga, what should be expensive, nigga, is that ring that you should get, Queen. That's it. I'm just being real. You worried about the wrong shit, twin. I'm being real.
This nigga stupid as hell,
deadbeat, no. Now, I can't be...
And I'm going to say it like I said it again, man. Like I said it before. If you are a woman who wants marriage and you know your nigga ain't proposed to you in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years... That's on you. That's on you. You should have been left. Should have been left. Right? So, if you know what you want and you're settling for less than what you feel like you deserve, that's on you. And if Queen is okay with it, which she must be because she's still there, then let them do them, man. Let them do them. But I know personally, if I was a woman who dated men, I wouldn't wait no fucking 6, 7, 10 years for a nigga to propose. That's all the way out. That's all the way out. So, that's all I'm saying.
Better. I'm not gonna sit in here and act. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all like I'm this perfect father, because I'm not. I have 3 other kids that I need to be better fathers too. But I know at the end of the day, they was looking at financial. They was looking at me to help them financially. I wasn't in the right position to help them financially.
We get it, my boy. We get it.
She's not gonna, you feel me? Because anything that I'm sending him is like she it doesn't make sense. Like it really don't make sense. Because like if I ask Chris what does he need, or if I ask Queen like, Queen, does Chris need anything? She's gonna say no.
Yeah, that's true.
If I ask Queen right now, does...
But look. And I understand, like he said, he was broke. At the end of the day, though, it's not about what he... You can ask what he needs, but also just because they say no does not mean that you're free from your obligation of your son, right? Financial obligation. Still send him something, right? Still send him something. And I don't know, maybe when Chris, when CJ comes to visit, he takes care of shit, but when you don't have him, he's still like, no, of course he's not gonna need or want for anything. His fucking mom is Queen Naija, right? He's not gonna need or want for anything. But send shit anyway, fam. That's all I'm saying. Send shit anyway. But if you don't have it, I get it. We just got to do better, fam. We're in America. We're in America, okay?
If I ask my baby mother, I'm not even going to say baby mother. If I ask Queen right now, what does Chris need? She's going to say nothing. If I ask Chris right now, baby, what do you want? I don't know, daddy. So what he going to say? Because he have everything. He don't need. So that's not about being a good parent. Because you can get your kids everything in the world and the nigga still be absent. That's a deadbeat. I could buy my son everything he ever wanted and never have a relationship with him or nothing.
That's a fact.
That's a deadbeat.
That's a fact.
But I cannot do for my son and get him what he want but still be there in his life. That is still a good father. Y'all making shit about gifts and about this and about buying and this and buying. You can't buy love. That's not love.
That's a fact.
You can't buy love.
That's a fact.
That's not love. Man, just because you don't do for your kids and because you can't afford to give your kids the Christmas you want, that don't mean you're a bad parent.
That's a fact.
Thinking that.
That's
Stop
a fact.
thinking because you can't buy your kids what they want, you're a bad parent. You're not a bad parent.
No, not at all.
Your money just not right yet. And it's going to get there where you're going to be able to, but don't make it what that's about. Don't make it seem like that's what parenting is about. It's about buying your kids shit. Because no, don't matter. It don't work like that. It's about teaching them and buying them one-on-one you in person and teaching them ins and outs of life and teaching them about this, teaching them about different subjects. They learning from them, and then you can learn from your kids as well. You ain't never too grown to learn from your kids.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So don't make it about just gifts and this and that. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. But yes, I admit, like, I can be a better parent. Everybody can. Like, anybody can. I'm growing.
I can be a better person.
I'm growing and I'm learning. I'm learning.
Every day we got to be better.
Just like everybody else. I'm still learning. I still got things to improve on, and I know that. And I'm trying to make things right with all my BMs so I can be present in my
say
kids'
all my
life,
BMs
so they don't
is
have to grow up without
crazy.
a dad, because that's my worst. That's my biggest fear is my kids growing up without me. Which it never will be like that ever, unless the mom decided to take them away from me and never speak to me again. That's the only way it would work like that. But other than that, I got all my BMs pinned in my messages on God.
All my BMs pinned in my messages is crazy, Chris. We got to do better. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, man. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, man, I hope both of these guys are able to keep it copacetic online, at least for the fucking kids, man. At least for the kids. Put your pride and ego to the side for the kids, man, because the kids are getting older. They are getting older. You don't want them to get clowned because they dads are going, you know what I'm saying, back and forth on social media. You know, like, come on, man. We got to get it together. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell they ain't your mama, tell their Uncle Joey still all. See you guys in the next motherfucking video, and I love y'all, man. Peace. Be out, baby.